breakdowns are costly, but the price of panic is even worse. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, all the time we say, if you have a roadside breakdown, don't go to TA. Period. Just don't go to TA. It is a bad idea. That's not the place that you want to go for breakdowns. That's a last resort when there is nothing else out there. But I think that people are, instead of, being smart and downloading all kinds of apps that are available these days, like a Truck Down and many other apps. I just remember Truck Down because it's been around forever.
Right.
You can actually find really good shops, very reasonably priced, that do a very good job fixing your trucks.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys that are getting into the business and new owner operators, right? They think just because it's a national chain that everybody there is so knowledgeable and has extensive experience. Where we find that a lot of those guys do not know what is going on, and also the upsell. They're always going to try to take advantage of your situation to take as much money from you as possible.
Yeah, I think for the most part, because let's say, for example, TAs, right? It says freightliner authorized service point.
Right.
The quality of the mechanics at the TA is trash. If you're a solid mechanic, TA is not on your go-to workplaces list. TA is for beginners. TA is for startups. I don't know. TA is for the least experienced people in the industry. That's what TA is for. And the challenge is, I think, everybody knows truck stops, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody knows that, like most of TAs, we have a service point. So people just naturally, very quickly is like, okay, I have this issue with the truck. I need the first shop like right away. And we naturally look for TA because we've been in all of them.
And it's familiar. There's a place to park, shower. It's convenient. The convenience you can't.
Everything is there. But statistically, if you would have like a Truck Down app, this is not a promotion for Truck Down app. It's just a very good tool, or anything similar to that. You can have an app at your fingertips that you can probably find a better shop, more reasonably priced, that can take you in much sooner, and it's probably much closer. You just don't see it because it's not a TA. It's not a major truck stop that obviously everybody knows all the locations.
Right.
And we just recently got reminded of that. Like, we know that because that's just common knowledge of the industry. But we always fall into this with new owner operators that just got into the business. We don't know, in many cases, any better, or it just simply panic.
Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171.
So the guy goes in for that was a little different example. That wasn't a breakdown. However, the price breakout is gonna explain you the whole situation. So the guy goes in for an annual DOT inspection. And obviously other problems, such as, he goes in with illegal tire. That's just being stupid to begin with, because why don't you do the pre-trip inspection, right?
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be on the list. But however, the guy goes into the TA, gets the truck inspected. That obviously is gonna fail. Not the truck, the trailer. That's obviously gonna fail because it has a tire that's pretty much slick. And obviously he fails that inspection, but the TA also finds leaking wheel seals and estimates the wheel seal job over $2,000. So what's included in that whole breakdown? Everything: 4 wheel seals, new brake shoes, the whole new brake jobs plus the wheel seals. And it's not even that bad, because sometimes the wheel seal, when we pop, it's pretty messy, oily. So sometimes you have no other option but to replace the brake shoes.
Right.
Not in that case. It was barely starting. So we said, hell no, we're not gonna do that, because we looked at the picture. It's not bad enough to replace the whole thing.
Right.
So we ended up sending the guy to a utility dealership, trailer dealership, right in the area somewhere, to do the same job. And turns out it's not 4 wheel seals. Turns out it's only 2. Turns out he doesn't need anything extra. Just wheel seals, just 2 wheel seals. And we went down from like over $2,000 to around $1,000.
Here you go, just by not panicking and just paying the bill. Because if you get caught up in that panic, you're falling to TA's policies and procedures. Because, man, we don't know what they are, right? They're probably got something internally to just say, hey, when you see this, automatically 4 wheel seals.
Yes.
They're not really looking for the cost-effective solution for you or, what is needed. They're just looking to take whatever they can.
We are simply too big, and we're generating all these policies to protect their business. And in protecting their business, we're not interested in protecting your business. We're interested in protecting their business. So now we see a wheel seal. It's probably a policy somewhere behind the scenes saying if you see popped wheel seal, you need to replace all the brakes and wheel seal.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe, because if something happens down the road and then turns out those brake pads are greasy, we may be held liable.
Yep.
And now, any normal truck repair shop is going to look at it, and we're going to evaluate the situation on the spot because we have qualified mechanics. We got people that we can actually trust. At the TA, that's a low-level mechanics. So we cannot trust their own mechanics, but we put them to work on your truck, and now we have to protect themselves not by using the experience of their mechanics, but by stupid policies of the people in the office. Pretty much your repair will be determined not by a mechanic, but by the TA's legal department.
Yeah, and another sidebar to that is if you're currently in plans of becoming an owner-operator and obviously your company driving somewhere and you're not the one paying that bill because naturally it's not your truck and you do have a breakdown, pay attention, guys, because sometimes, as a company driver, I see the mindset. You're there, it's convenient, it's not your tab, you never feel it. You don't really know how expensive it was or what was done extra because you're not really paying attention.
Where would you rather wait? Would you rather wait at the TA in the restaurant eating steak, or would you rather wait in the dealership that has no restaurant, no shower, no coffee shop, nothing?
Right. So I can see how you trust that process because that has been your experience. But again, guys, when you're leveling up and you decided to do it and now you're an owner operator and it's on your tab, things are different.
Yeah, you have to do whatever is best for your business. And again, going to the TA is not the best for your business. So look into those apps that we are talking about. Again, one example is TruckDown. That's not the only one. We don't care which one do you use. You should actually have multiple apps because all these apps we're having the shops to register there.
Yeah.
So every shop is not going to register on every app. So having a couple of apps that can find the truck repair shops is going to be very, very helpful. Don't just be running to the TA because that's in our experience. Like I don't want to get a heart attack just by talking about it, but we have a lot of experiences just like the one we described here at Voyager. People going into the TA, and then the TA recommends the repair that is not even needed. So imagine you start relying on the TA for everything. Man, you're out of business before you even start. So learn your equipment, get the proper, guidance, find the people that are experienced in this business. Don't go to TA, get a stupid app, call it a day.
There you go, guys. So please be safe out there, drive safe, keep trucking. We'll see you soon.
Take care, guys.